Good morning, everyone. It is we'll just wait a minute. You thirsty? Still going. All right. I think we're good. It is a good day, everyone. I am here with a special, I'm ready. I'm here with a special mid-month video. I wanted to talk about all of the socks that I have made in all of my years of knitting. So I have pulled out my big basket of socks and I'm ready to talk about them all. Just the yarns that I use, if I used a pattern, what pattern I used, and yeah, just gonna talk about the wearability and whether I wear the sock a lot or if I don't, why I don't, all the kind of things. So I'm excited to bring this video to you guys today. I will share my name first because I haven't said that yet. My name is Julia. If you are new here, thanks for watching. I'm super excited you're here. I am the owner of Handmade Jewels. I make little crochet stuffed animals like that little bunny there. You can't really see it, but it's in the background. Yeah, I crochet a lot. That was how I originally learned how to get into yarn crafts. And then I taught myself how to knit. YouTube was a wonderful teacher for me, and here I am today knitting all kinds of socks and sweaters and you name it. I make all the things. So it's really fun. It's been an amazing stress reliever for me and just like anxiety reducer. And I'm so happy that I found this craft and all of you wonderful people that also craft along with me. And it's so fun to like read your comments and yeah, just like hear about what you guys are doing and if you like what you're watching. So that is all I have to say to start the video. I think I don't really have, just watching our neighbor cut the grass. Sorry, I'm very distracted today. Back to it. I am in my crafty room corner, I guess you want to call it. And I've kind of switched the camera around a little bit. I know that I don't have like the natural light directly on my face, but I just think this background's a little better than the one that I had last week. And I'm a little farther away from the camera, which is also good so I can like show things a little bit easier. Anyways, I'm sorry guys, I'm like squirrel today. I want to start with the socks that I'm currently working on. So they are in this bag that I got from Michael's. It's a super cute bag. It's just like has one little strap, which I kind of love. It's very easy to like bring around and take places. And it's got this big, I don't even know what you call this, a ring so you can open it up and it kind of closes it, keeps it all contained if you want to put it away. So I really love this bag. It's also reversible. So it's got cheetah on the inside. And yeah, if you just want to switch it up, you can do that. I have had so many comments on this bag. This was like $8. Like it was so cheap. And I definitely could make this because I do know how to sew as well. I feel like this would be pretty easy to sew. So there might be more of these in my future, maybe in like a bigger size or something. But so my current sock project is living in this bag. I am working on some socks for my brother for Christmas. I'm getting ahead of the game, trying to stay on top of sock knitting this year and Christmas presents and all the things. So this is my current whip. I've done quite a bit. That was from when I worked 2 nights ago. I worked on it and now I am finally just starting the heel flap. So this is just a plain vanilla sock with a 2x2 rib, looks like 15 rounds maybe. And then I did stockinette, just plain stockinette for the leg. And now I'm doing a classic heel flap and gusset. You can hardly see, like I just started it. So I'm really loving how this yarn is working up. This is the Peyton's Croy socks, just like a really cheap wool yarn that is machine washable, perfect for my brother because he is not a hand washer, obviously. I mean, my sister-in-law is going to be the one doing his laundry, but if these accidentally get thrown into the washing machine, the dryer, they're not going to be ruined forever. So that's why I'm using this super cheap yarn for him. And I love this colorway. This is the color Camo Colors. Super brown and like has that army green in it. Has a little bit of blue. You can't really see it, but like, yeah, it has like a greenish blue. You really can't tell, but there is a nice blue in it. But yeah, I just like how it's not just one solid color. It's kind of giving like a marl and also like sort of striping, but not really look. So I'm really enjoying these. And I have the first sock already done. So that's super nice. This one's already completed. I think I showed this on my last podcast, so sorry if you're super bored right now. There's my heel flap. I haven't blocked this or anything yet. Did a classic toe decrease there. So one's done and I am on the heel of the other. So these are getting there. I'm really happy with my progress on that. And this is just nice for like in the car knitting, at work when I get interrupted a lot, all those kind of places. It's good for that. So I like having a project like this hanging around. And that is the only, I shouldn't say that. I have another pair of socks that I have on the needles, but I'm not currently working on them. I would say they're in hibernation. You know what, maybe I'll just show you them. Except I have no idea where they are. Give me a second. They might be. I found them. They were right here the whole time. I'm going to show these just because technically it is a sock whip, even though I'm not currently working on it. This is in a bag that I sewed myself. This is just a zipper pouch bag. It's cute. It's got cute little people on it. And the inside's pink. So yeah, that's that. It's a nice little zipper pouch. I'm making, these are the Polka Dot Creek 2023 Cheers to New Year's self-striping. It's a sock set. So I'm like not far at all on these, like at all. I did the cuff. I did a 20 round twisted rib 1x1 cuff. And then this yarn is self-striping and it's a Stellina. You can't really see the sparkles, but it is sparkly. You can't see the sparkles at all. This is a sparkly yarn and it's super fun and cute, but I really lost motivation on this. I didn't start them on New Year's like you're supposed to, like the New Year's Eve party. I was at a murder mystery party, so I couldn't work on my knitting at the party because I was busy trying to solve a murder. So I started these after New Year's and then I kind of lost momentum just because I had seen like other people finishing theirs and doing everything. So this is kind of a struggle for me. I'm on a struggle bus, but it's really pretty. This yarn is beautiful. It's striping up super nice. It's a 6-color stripe pattern. So I've just completed one full repeat. And I split this ball into 2 already. So it's ready to cast on the other one. If I wanted to do that like at the same time, I could work on them both. And there's contrast colors for the heels and toes. And these really pretty colors. You can see the sparkle on that one a little bit. So these are really, yeah, it's a struggle for me. I don't know what's gonna happen with these. I don't think I'm gonna rip it out because obviously the only thing you can make out of this is socks. But it was like a mystery. So you ordered it and you didn't know what color it was gonna be until it came in the mail. And that was like really intriguing to me, and I was super excited about that part. And it's not that I don't like the colors, I just feel like it's a very wintry, and I'm not in the mood to be doing wintry things when it's May and spring and you're like looking forward to summer. So that is why they're in hibernation right now, and I think that I will start them again when the winter comes next year, or this year, I guess, later in the year. So anyways, that was a long tangent for something that I didn't even really want to talk about, but we talked about it. There we go. It's all done. Now I'm going to move on to my actual finished socks that I've had done for a long time, that I've actually worn and used, and we're gonna maybe rate them. Yeah, we're gonna rate them. I'm gonna rate them on like A, B, C, D. That's about it. 4 levels. Whether A is I liked it a lot, D is like, I don't even wear them, hardly ever, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're gonna go with it. I don't even know where to start. Maybe I'll just start with the top, the ones that I wear the most. So these aren't even a pattern. I made these up myself. So it's a vanilla sock, I guess you could call it. It is a roll down cuffs, the easiest cuff in the history of the world, because it is literally just rolled. So it's straight stockinette from the top of the leg to the bottom of the leg. And I wanted this look. I wanted the rolled cuff kind of look, just because I thought it was kind of fun. I don't know, just very different. And I had a lot of weird looks, I would say, when I first started knitting these. People were like, oh, you didn't do a cuff. I'm like, no, I didn't want to do a cuff. I just wanted it to roll. And it doesn't roll down like crazy. It's just the top little part. And I like it. But this colorway gives me life. These socks make me so happy. I am obsessed. Anyways, I'm going to talk about the yarn. So this is Hello Stella Fibers. Yes, she's located in Hamilton, Ontario. She's Hello Stella on Instagram. This is the color Prism, the main color, and then in the toe is the colorway Lemon Drop. And I believe she still makes the Lemon Drop. I don't think she does Prism anymore. Definitely not in a superwash. She doesn't do anything superwash anymore. She stopped making things, supplying superwash yarn, I want to say like 1 or 2 years ago. And now she just does strictly like Highland wool and like non-superwash fibers. So, which you would still make socks out of, but it's not the same. Definitely not the same. But it's okay. She still makes beautiful yarn. Yeah, so this color is amazing. As you can see, they're super pilly and bally. I wear these a lot. I wear them with Birkenstocks, Blundstones, mainly with my Birks and like Crocs. So you can see them all the time and it's super fun and awesome. I'm like a socks and Birks kind of girl in the spring and the summer and all the time. So, because I have ugly feet. Fun fact about me, I have the ugliest toes in the world. And I like to wear socks because I don't like people looking at my toes. So that's half the reason why I wear socks all the time. I'm on a big tangent right now. Oh my gosh. But I would say these are my most worn sock out of all the socks that I own, especially in the summer because they're super bright and fun. But I would definitely rate these as an A on the scale. The next pair of socks I want to talk about are these beauties. So another greenish color sock, very variegated. This is another pattern that I made up. I did not follow a sock pattern. Most of the socks that I make, I don't follow a pattern. I just like the colors and change up the cuffs, whatever I want to do. So I'm sorry, I don't have any patterns for these, but yeah, I'll explain what I did to make the cuffs and everything. So this is a folded down double cuff, I guess you want to call it. I don't know. So it's 2 layers you can see there. It's folded in. So basically I knit this leg double this length, and then I folded it down and sewed it together right here. So I knit till this point, then I folded it in and knit 2 together basically, and created this beautiful thick, extra thick cuff, but it's a nice short leg. I love the length of this leg. Like it is, yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit shorter than the ones I just showed you. Not by much, honestly. Like, let's see them together, back to back. Yeah, like not much shorter, just a little tiny bit. But I find that these work perfectly with my Blundstone. So if you own Blundstone boots, or you know which ones I'm talking about, they're kind of like a short boot, short leg boot. I don't know if that's the right word, but I love just how they stick out just a tiny bit from that. And it's not like so much like crazy and looks weird or like bunchy, and you don't have to, you know, push it into the boot to make it look good. These work perfectly with that, and I wore these a lot in the winter with those because I just liked the look of it and how warm it was. I didn't find it to be too tight in my boot or anything as well, so it was really nice that way. And for the heel, I did, this is a Fish Lips Kiss heel. So that was, I think this is the first time that I ever did the Fish Lips Kiss, but I really like how it turned out. It's nice. It looks really clean. I do find that like if you have a high arch or bigger, wider feet, I don't think this heel would be very good for someone like that, just because I find them a little bit tighter. It doesn't give you as much wiggle room as a heel flap and gusset would give you when you're knitting like a whole extra piece of fabric. This is just like you're adding stitches just to one part, and then you're back to the same stitch count right after you're done the heel. So definitely a lot tighter in like this area, like your foot area. So just keep that in mind if you've never tried the Fish Lips Kiss or like a German short row heel or anything like that, like an afterthought heel, that it will be a little bit tighter around this area, like the widest part of your foot. But this was like the easiest sock ever. It was all stockinette, once again, my favorite because I hate purling. And the whole foot was all stockinette. I just did a classic toe decrease. I don't do anything special with that. It's just those 2 decreases on the sides. And then I Kitchener the top together. And this yarn is Whales in the Water. That's the colorway name, from Ancient Arts Yarns in the fingering weight. So I bought this in Victoria, British Columbia, and I believe Ancient Arts Yarns is from Alberta, so out west in Canada. And I love this yarn, just reminds me of BC and how blue and green and beautiful it is there. It's just so earthy and nice. So I really like these socks, and yeah, I wear these a lot. I'm also gonna put these in the A category because I wear them so much. So 2 A's off the bat. That's pretty impressive. Next, we're moving on to these guys. So these are some Christmassy, cute Christmassy socks that I made. Once again, plain vanilla socks. I did a 2x2 rib. It looks for like 10-15 rounds maybe of that 2x2 at the top there. And then I did some color work for these. So this was part of the O Tannenbaum socks. I believe they're on Ravelry. I know they're on Instagram if you look up O Tannenbaum socks, or O Dennenbaum, or I'm gonna write it right here. O Dennenboom, I think it is. It's German. Anyways, it's for like a Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree is what it's supposed to say in English. Anyways, these Christmas trees were supposed to be color work all the way down the foot. But I just wanted to do a cute little one at the top, and just, yeah, still makes it Christmassy, but a little bit easier to knit, goes by a little faster just because of, you don't have to do color work the entire way down. I had a lot of trouble with my gauge for this because there's absolutely zero give in this. Okay, maybe a little bit, but like it doesn't stretch like a sock does when you're putting it on, when you have so much color work and like these floats behind. You can see them all. It's a lot of floats. It's a lot of yarn that you're holding behind the scenes. And I had so much trouble with, so I knit it and then it wouldn't fit over my foot. And I think I retried it like 3 times before I finally got it right. This was like, my stitch gauge was like 68 or 72 stitches, and I usually like a 62 stitch for my leg. So that was like, it took me a long time. It was a lot of trial and error, and I think if I would have just gauge swatched, it would have saved me. And I needed to loosen up my floats. So there's just a few things that were bad about the beginning of this, but I got them done. And then I just did a classic heel flap and gusset for both of those. The normal toe decrease that I've already talked about. And this yarn is Christmas Cocoa from Woolberry Fiber Co. And I love how beautiful this is. It just reminds me of candy cane hot chocolate, exactly like the name Christmas Cocoa. So yeah, it's just like chocolatey and pink and candy caney, and I love it. So these are really cute. I don't wear these a whole lot because they're Christmassy. I guess I could wear them in the summer, but like I don't feel like I can. So I would put these in the, I'm gonna say a C. I don't wear them a whole lot, but I do love them, and I feel like I will wear them a lot this coming Christmas, hopefully. So that's that for the Christmas Cocoa socks. Now on to these guys, Valentine socks. Another vanilla sock. These are funny. So you guys, there's a huge, long, crazy long story about this. If you go back and watch my podcast from maybe, I'm going to say March 2024. Go back and watch that one. I explain the story of why there is a random stripe on both of these in the middle of the foot. But these are I'm calling them my Valentine's Day socks. They're really cute. What do I want to say about them? I did a 2x2 rib again. Looks like 15 rounds. And a nice long leg on these guys. I did this is a German short row heel, so it's a little different. Kind of like the Fish Lips Kiss, but a little different with some yarn overs. And then I did the foot, just stockinette with the plain toe decreases. This yarn is the colorway Snowflake from Yarn Ink. And then these heel toes are just scraps that I had left over from other projects. So I don't know what the colors of those are, but the main color is Snowflake. I wear these not a lot. Also because I just finished them, and they're Valentine's-y, but I really don't. Mainly because of this annoying stripe, and also because they're very seasonal. So I would give these a D or a C as well. These are in the C category just because I don't wear them as much because of the seasonal, like I said, and the stripe. Other than that, they're very nice. The fit is good. They're soft. They're not pilling too much, probably because I haven't worn them. But yeah, overall, really cute color. Nice sock. Now on to, let's talk about these guys. These are my Ursula socks. These are a relatively new FO for me. I'm not sure when I finished these. I feel like it was last year at some point. But this is another plain vanilla sock we have here. And I did a 20 round 2x2 rib for the cuff. And then a nice long leg again. This is the Fish Lips Kiss heel. I was really on a Fish Lips Kiss heel kick for a while there. And then I did this regular stockinette toe with a classic toe decrease. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over again. But this color, guys, look at it. It's so beautiful. There's so much dimension. In person, it's even more like, it's so beautiful. The speckles and like the variegation and the blues and the purples all like melding together. And the contrast color with this purple gives me life. I love these. So this yarn is the colorway Ursula from Long Dog Yarn, and it was a sock set. So it came with this teal color, which is Blossom and Jetsam, the colorway. And those are her little sidekicks in the movie if you've seen Little Mermaid. I just watched Little Mermaid for the first time like 4 years ago, and I was so into it, and I didn't even know how it ended. I didn't know Ursula like changed into the pretty girl and was trying to marry Eric, and it was like I was on the edge of my seat watching that. It was hilarious. So I'm really into the movie The Little Mermaid, and it was fun to make these Ursula socks and have them now to wear in the summer and all the time. So I would say I wear these a lot for how long, I was gonna say how long the leg is, because I typically like the shorter ones. As you saw, the first two pairs were a nice shorty sock, and I wore those so much because they fit in my boots really nice, and they just look good with the jeans that I wear and all the things. But these, like, I just bunch them down a little bit and they look cute, and I love this color. I feel like it's good for summer, especially summer. I wear them in the winter as well, but they are super fun and bright and happy. So I'm gonna put these in the A category because I wear them a lot, and yeah, I love this yarn. That's all I have to say about these. Moving on to, this is the very first pair of socks I ever made, and I'm proud of them. So these are another, can you guess? Another vanilla sock. And can you tell I like the 2x2 cuff? I hate purling with a burning passion. So I never do 1x1 because it looks so sloppy and disgusting. And I feel like I like doing two knits together. I don't know why. I have problems. But I like the 2x2 rib on the cuff. Anyways, that was a long story for something that didn't need a long story. So this yarn is from Knit Picks. I have no idea what color this is. It was one of the variegated ones, like a hawthorn or one of those stroll. I want to say it was hawthorn. I have no idea. This was way too long ago, and it's pretty. It's like sort of scalp striping, but not really. I really love how they turned out. I did a contrast heel toe. I left the cuff the same as the rest of the main color of the sock, which I kind of like. That part is cute. Actually, I did that for the Ursula ones too as well. I did it for all of them. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so this was, yeah, heel flap and gusset. Again, classic toe decrease. Very first pair. They're a little bit tight, but I do wear these a lot, considering they need, they're very pilly right now, and they have worn pretty good. Like they're, you can see those balls, very bally. But I wear these with my Blundstones a lot just because they don't bunch. They're nice and tight to my foot, and I don't feel like they're super big where, I don't know, my toes are squished or anything like that in my boots. So yeah, I like these. I would give these a B. They're nice. I don't wear them a whole lot, not as much as the other ones I've been talking about, but they're up there. So we'll put them in the B's. Finally, onto a pair that has a different cuff. Yay! So these are, this is actually a pattern, you guys. These are the Summer Camp Socks by Caitlin Thompson. Am I right about that? I'm just gonna, I'll double check. I'll write it right here if it's not. But yes, I did follow the pattern. I did not follow the color changes. I just did the pattern as is. So it's a 1x1 rib cuff, which does look nice actually. And then the rest of it, what is that? 3x1? I want to say it's a 3x1 rib. A 3x1 rib leg that goes all the way down the foot, just the top of the foot. So the bottom of your foot is all stockinette still, so that when you're stepping, you're not getting those ridges kind of in the bottom of your foot. It's not the comfiest in the world, but I really, really like these socks. I don't know. They're fun and nice and different. I like just the little bit of give that ribbing helps just give it a little bit of tightness, snug to your foot. I did a heel flap and gusset and the toe decrease. So this yarn is Ravenswood Fire Co. I do not know what the color is. Not a clue. Don't know. I bought this in Prince Edward Island. This yarn dyer is based out of Nova Scotia, I believe, somewhere out east. And we go to PEI every other summer, and I bought this at one of the yarn stores there. So that was a really fun purchase, and I think this was like the second pair of socks I ever made. I do wear these a lot. They're nice, really nice neutral color. I tend to gravitate towards the brighter ones though when it comes to socks. For some reason, I just like having like brightness on my feet. Is that weird? I don't know. Like right now, look at my socks right now. They're yellow and crazy. So I just like to have a little burst of color somewhere on my body. And as you can see, I'm wearing like dark navy today and black pants, which don't go together at all, but I want to have some kind of color on me somewhere. So these, I would give them a B. I do wear them quite a bit, but not as much as the other pairs that I showed you earlier. So those are those. What else do I want to talk about? Let's show these ones. These are super fun, guys. So these are one of my, I made these this year, I think. I started them at Christmas time. These are my Grinch socks. They're very fun. Another 1x1 rib, you guys. Look at me go. Look at me go. So for this one, I did a pop of color on the top, which is so fun. I've never done that before, but I feel like it was the Crazy Sock Lady. She did that on one of her socks, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. So just like 2 or 3 rounds of just that contrast color on the top, and it just adds so much fun to this sock. I love it. And I did a 1x1 rib. Looks for like 15, 20 rounds. Not sure. I don't count. I just go. And I did a 7x1 rib for the leg and the top of the foot for these. So you can see that little bit of rib there when I stretch it out. And of course, when I wear them, you can see that rib a little bit more. But that also just gave just a tiny bit of interest, a little bit of give to these socks when I wear them. And I really love that. And it wasn't like deathly annoying with the purling. Like it wasn't like I was doing 1x1 rib the entire time or anything like that. So I get a little bit of ribbing, a little bit of fun. And this colorway is amazing. Long Dog Yarn is like the speckle queen. She's amazing. If you don't know Brandy, look her up on Instagram. She makes like the greatest speckled yarn. So, and she has like a Lord of the Rings collection that goes all year. It's like her subscription thing. She did The Princess Bride. I'm trying to think of the other movies that she did. Well, she did the Villainous collection, which was the Ursula yarn that I showed earlier. And she had like a bunch of other villains from Disney movies and made them all into colorways. And it was so awesome. And I loved it. But this was one of her Christmas yarns. So this is the Merry Grinchmas sock set. So the green is the Merry Grinchmas, and then the pink is the Cindy Lou Who colorway. It's really pretty. Oh, I got some dirt on the bottom of that heel. But I love the hot pink. Hot pink is my favorite. And yeah, I just think these are fun. They're like Christmassy, but not. Like I could wear these in the summer and get away with it. But I can definitely wear them in the winter when I'm watching The Grinch and feel super extra like that. But this is also a Fish Lips Kiss heel, if you didn't notice that already. Sorry, it's not focusing. Yeah, like I said, I was on a Fish Lips Kiss heel kick for a long time there. So I really like these ones. I made the leg on these like incredibly long, which is not my favorite. Now I'm like, as I'm going over this, I'm realizing that I like the shorter leg, and I need to start making more with the shorter leg because those seem to be the ones that I wear more with like my boots and stuff. So, but I would put these in the B category. I wear these quite a bit and they're very fresh. So I haven't actually had a Christmas to wear them, and I feel like I will wear these a lot this coming Christmas. What else? Next, as you can see to my reaction, I can already rate these in the D category because they make me really sad. Like really sad. It's okay. I'll be fine. These are my Halloween socks. So this colorway is Winifred Sanderson from Nomadic Yarns. She's a self-striping yarn dyer, and this was the very first self-stripping yarn that I ever bought. I had no idea what I was doing when I started making these. I just wound up the ball and started going. And I've talked about these a lot in some previous podcasts. But this leg is it's a 2x2 rib, but I messed up the top and started with orange and then went into the purple, and it just looks terrible. And then I did an afterthought heel, which I did research, but then it ended on like this one little strand of green. Really bothers me. And yeah, then the second one, I was like, I'm not gonna make the same mistake for the cuff. So the cuff is good on the second one. It's normal and orange and normal. But then I decided I didn't want to do the afterthought heel for the second one. So I did a German short row heel or a Fish Lips Kiss or something. And look at it. It's terrible. I knew it was gonna look like this, but I was just like, I was so done at this point. I'm like, I just wanted these to be done. And then, like, whatever, they're fine. It's just the heels look so bad and the cuffs look bad. And I don't know, guys. It just wasn't. It wasn't it. I do love this colorway. I think it's really moody and Halloween-y, but like not the traditional kind of Halloween. I do enjoy that, and I will wear them. But it's just disappointing. Those heels. And I'm not a ripper outer. I don't frog things ever. I've never frogged a knit project. I shouldn't say that because I'm gonna have to for something. But I'm a tinker. I will knit back forever and eternity just so that I don't have to like rip something back, put a lifeline in or anything like that. So I'm just not like, I feel like I'm not as experienced with fixing mistakes. So it's harder for me to do that kind of stuff. And I was so done with this by the end. I had the second sock syndrome and I was done. So these I'm putting in the D category because first of all, I haven't worn them ever because I haven't had them done for a Halloween yet. And second of all, they make me sad when I look at them. But I feel like I will wear them. Probably. I hope. That was really depressing. On to the next. This is my latest finished pair. These are my Scrappy Valentine's Day socks. So, I literally just talked about these like last podcast, so I'm not going to talk about them hardly at all. I'll just show you them. 2x1 rib for that one. Nice leg, heel flap and gusset. They're super pink and red and fun. And they're fresh. There's no pilling, no balls, no nothing. I just like them. They make me happy and they're really, yeah, they're cute. And it was fun to use up scrap yarn for these. It just was like satisfying to like use up yarn that you've had sitting for a long time or you've already used for another project. And I love pink, if you haven't noticed. I'm a pink girl. So these are like right up my alley. And I do have enough to make another full pair. So I might make a pair for my mom, or I might just put them into like a magic knot ball, or make like a blanket or something. I'm not sure. But I do still have leftovers from these. I can't quite rate this appropriately because I just finished them like a month ago, but I'm gonna put these in the B category just because they're nice, but the leg is long, so I'm concerned about how much wear I will get out of them because of my past things. Anyways, that's that. Next, I'm going to talk about a sock that is lonely and sad because I only have one. So this is the Nostalgia sock pattern from, I'm going to have to put the thing down here. I don't know what her name is. I'm surprised I knew the name of the thing, but it's Nostalgia socks. So it's supposed to be like a friendship bracelet type of look. This was a lot of color work for me. It was the first ever colorwork sock that I've ever made, and it's really pretty. It's a 1x1 twisted rib for the cuff, which looks really neat and tidy, which I kind of like. And then this heel is very interesting. It's like a garter stitch heel flap. Yeah, which adds some, I don't know, it's super cute. And then the classic toe decrease. No contrast colors for the heel toe because the colorwork stands out along the leg and foot for this sock. And I just love the colors that I chose. This yarn is Explore Knits and Fibers, and the main color is Joshua Tree National Park. And then the green is Prickly Pear. Yes, from Explore Knits and Fibers. The pink is a Knit Pick Stroll. I'm not sure what the color is. It's a pink color. So I love this sock. I feel like I would wear these if I had to. Yeah, I still have the yarn. The yarn's all there, ready to be made into a sock, but I'm terrible and neglecting them, and I got the second sock syndrome and then never did anything about it. So I hope to someday have a mate for this sock. Couldn't tell you what yarn, what needle I used, anything. So I'm really, we need to figure that out and get that done. But I can't rate this one because it's only one sock, but I wanted to show you it anyways because it's really pretty if you like that yarn and the pattern. These two pairs of socks are made by my cousin. I'm going to talk about them quickly because they're really amazing as well. This is a Knit Picks yarn. I'm not sure what the color is, but she did a 2x2 rib the entire way down the leg. There's no cuff, it's just 2x2 rib with a regular heel flap and gusset there, and did the 2x2 along the top, and then that classic toe decrease. I got these socks when I was like really young, and it was the only pair of knit socks I had for a long time, and I wore them, and I still wear them like so much. They're very loose on me, so it feels kind of like a slipper when I'm wearing it, and I kind of like that actually. It's nice. I'm gonna put these in the A category because of how well they have worked up. They are a little bit bally, you can see some of it coming off, but I wear these a lot, and it's pink, and pink is my fave, so yes, A for those. And these are my latest from my cousin. They're so beautiful, you guys. These are the Cider House socks from Summerly Knits, and this yarn is amazing. My cousin is amazing. So I'm sorry it's not focusing. Oh, it's my face. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. I thought this was a cable at first, but apparently it's not. It's like a really easy like slip over or something. But I believe this yarn is lichen lace. I'm not sure what the colorways are at all. I have no idea because they were a gift to me. But this, look at this cuff. I'm sorry, it's amazing. It's like this sports stripe, I guess you want to call it. This is a relatively new pattern for Summer Lee. I think it came out like last year, 2 years ago maybe. But it's really pretty, like 2x2 rib with that like really pretty slip over thingy all the way down the top of the foot. She did a classic heel flap and gusset there with the toe decrease, and I love these socks. They're so pretty. I don't wear them a whole lot. Like, I shouldn't say that. I do wear them a lot, but that leg is long, and that's exactly how the pattern was. So these are more of like a at-home sock. I don't really wear these out a whole lot because of what was I gonna say? Oh, because of my boots. I only wear I have black and brown blend zones. That is literally all I wear in the winter. So these are definitely like a cozy with some track pants or leggings type of sock for at home. But I'm obsessed with this color, and the pattern is just beautiful. So I'm putting these in the B category just because of the leg length, and yeah, that's the only thing about them that is not great, but like they're amazing nonetheless. So that's all the socks. I'm done. That's it. How many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I want to say 11 pairs. I mean, that's not as many as like other people, but it's a lot. It's a lot, and I love it. So I'm gonna continue making socks, obviously, but I feel like my next pair for myself needs to be a short cuff, because those are the ones that I wear, and it's summer, and all the reasons. I would say out of all these socks, the cuff that I like the most is on these Victoria, the BC socks, the Whales in the Water. So I think I might do the folded down again, or maybe just this length of sock again. I don't know. I just like how it looks too. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. And yeah, I'm so glad you guys, if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and like your comments and your likes, your subscribes. I appreciate all of it all the time. It's so nice to hear from you, and I hope you guys are having a great week and you're making socks or making something that you love. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, comment below and say hi. Thank you again. Have a great day and happy knitting. Bye.